Okay, the latest mould that I've made up for a customer at the moment is one to do a big cigarette lighter holder that he would like to be able to put on the front of his knife pouches. And as an afterthought, we've also come up with the idea of putting it onto a key tag. We'll go through and show you basically what I think is a fairly simple mould for being able to perform the action. That's a rough prototype of the big cigarette lighter holder in the key tag form, or one of the versions that I've come up with. The patterns for these I've done up in the AutoCAD program, and I'll take you around to show you. That's a couple of patterns that I've cut lightly into on the diode laser that I've got. It's only a 2.5 watt laser, and it still is quite handy to be able to cut enough into the leather for me to be able to quickly hand cut it out. I'll see if I can put the, bit hard to do with one hand unfortunately, but I'll quickly cut one out. See whether we can get the pattern. That's got to be wet down to be moulded. I have one in the sink ready to go, but I just thought I'd show you one of the parts, one of the steps that I've done. So that's ready now to go into the water. I've already split it down to the thickness that I want. In this case it's allowing for a 2.6mm thickness. So in this case, as I said, this is one I've had soaking in the water for a little bit now. Right, should be pretty well ready to go. I like to get it fairly dry before it goes in. Saves water going everywhere. Right, in this case the mould is, I think, reasonably well sorted out. We just position it in there like so, and this part, I'll see if I can do this one-handed with my left hand just to make it worse. Right. Okay, now at that stage I'll take the guide frame off, and as you see we're not all the way down yet, so that'll have to go to the press. So if you forgive me for a moment, I'll go out to the shed where I've got a cowboy clicker press, hand clicker press, which is pretty good for the job, for squeezing it down. And okay, might have been good if I'd turned the lights on first. Anyway, basically that's all that's got to happen, goes in there. Good thing about these clicker presses, they've got the movable head so you can just swing it around over there. I think I've already got this. In this case I'll have to stick that piece of wood on top just to save me mucking around. Okay, as you'll see now, as it comes under pressure, a little bit of the water gets squeezed out, and normally I'd like to leave that sort of thing sit in the press for 2 or 3 minutes and then just get some hand clamps. So I'll save you the waiting for that, and we'll come back in a couple of minutes I'll get the clamps ready. Okay, we're back again. I've got the clamps. It's just something that I've picked up from the local Bunnings hardware shop. They're relatively inexpensive. I think that's less than $20 for 4 or something. At any rate, we should be right now to let the press up, come out, and from here, the main part we want pressure will be that part down the front here. So, sorry about trying to do that one-handed. So, once again I'll have to put it down, see if I can get the clamps on. Okay. There we go, clamps on, ready to go. One of the advantages with the clamps like this, they've only got to be on this type of thing for about probably an hour or so, and then you can take it out and let it dry. An advantage with them is that you can find somewhere to hang it to let it dry out. A little bit of sun's alright, but not great for the mould long term if you left it in the hot sun for too long. But other than that, they're pretty reliable and good moulds. Okay, so that's it for the next hour or so. Thanks for watching. Okay, back again to see how the moulds turned out, and just unhook that. Get the snaps off it. It's been a couple of hours, so should be well and truly right to check. Okay, slide that off. Now, as you see here, close up, as in the mould, there's a little line. See if we can get that, yeah. That line there is where that gets cut off. Normally you'd get a clicker knife made to that shape. I can give you the pattern where you can line that up on the line, and that'll get trimmed down so it's lined up on there, and simply apply it to whatever backing you think would be suitable for the job. That's it for the rest of that mould, I think. Thanks for watching. Bye.